Alright, this one's called additional information. From where we left off, it is also important to know how these entities interact with each other. Okay, so the broader answer is pretty clear that these entities are just as hostile to each other as they are to humanity, with every documented and implied interaction ending fatally from one or both entities every time. Okay, despite stalkers being the largest current threat to humanity, they are overwhelmingly disadvantaged against the entities, particularly tormentors. On numerous occasions, stalkers have either been killed or tortured to death by tormentors. Oh. Tormentors holding the corpse of a stalker is presumed. This is not surprise, knowing that tormentors actively kill and torture their own kind to death as well. Oh. Interestingly, some entities may be immune to the dangerous other entities, both specifically the entities of influence. For reasons unknown, both stalkers and tormentors are extremely afraid of entities of influence and will deliberately stay far out of their sight when one is in the area. As for the virus entities, there is no documented interaction between it and other entities, since viruses seemingly have no physical presence. Okay. Virus infecting Chinese television. What? Oh. We also have additional information on entities previously unknown, as well as newly discovered entities. That was on like entity number 5, disparate colors. Information about this entity is still theorized and unofficial, gathered from every recent cases that share similar descriptions. The boiled one, everyone really the boiled one. These entities share a delusional belief that the natural world is a beautiful and perfect place, and that anyone who does not appreciate such things are ungrateful and unappreciative. As a result, disparate colors will strictly target, hunt down, and kill those who are depressed and mentally unwell, since they are commonly unhappy with their lives they live. To summarize the goal of these, disparate color holding the corpse of a victim. These entities are fortunately very rare, as tormentors focus on maximum physical pain. These entities focus on maximum mental pain, warning for sensitive topics ahead. All the victim has to do is look these entities in the eyes, and their fate is sealed. Looking into their eyes triggers a sudden aggression chain of events. All within immediately after eye contact is made, the victim's mind and thoughts will be completely consumed with flashing lights, extremely loud and defense noises, disgusting imagery, and above all, relentless and rampant. This relentless mental torture will persist in the victim's mind without even stopping, every day, every night, every second, and the dilemma always ends the same way, with the victim ending the ordeal by humanity's standards. This is by far the most evil and morally corrupt of entities. Their cruel nature is not only reserved for humans, though. One anonymous eyewitness has stated in a report that they have seen a tormentor interacting with an anguished entity. They recall seeing the tormentor shrieking. Interestingly, these entities are not immune to death. Of all victims, only one person has survived an encounter with entities of anguish, a police officer whom will remain anonymous. He was on patrol. He immediately experienced a crushing, persistent side effect of making eye contact. The distress made him involuntarily discharge his firearm, emptying the full magazine on the entity, killing it. When the entity died, all of the side effects disappeared from him. There is no visual documentation of this entity, as victims with the camera on hand went insane before they were able to take a good photo. That's all the information we have so far. Bro, I feel like they have to like pace it down on like, you know, the next slide or the next set of things you have to read. Just me though. Just me. L reader, dude. It is what it is. I'm gonna go get a drink though.